we told everybody in the group we were not going to record this, and there was a reason why we did that. We wanted to make sure that people were attending so that they could have questions answered, so that, you know, they could understand as much as possible. But in fact, we are going to record this, so I just want to let everyone know it is going to be recorded, and we will be sharing it later on. But okay, first of all, I can't thank all of you that have come on and joined us today. So Angie, the lovely Angie that is over in the UK, I can't say enough about how grateful I am that Angie found the PPA, and now she has just, you know, dazzled us with her network marketing abilities with the ambassador program as well. So we are going to let Angie chat with all of you in a few moments, but I wanted to have a quick conversation and kind of an introduction of where we are and what it is that we're doing. And then I'm going to let Angie take the floor to really talk more about like sales and marketing and how she does it from a network marketing perspective. Okay, so number one thing, the PPA Ambassador Program is a brand new thing. It is a brand new positive engine that has just been built. And of course I say a positive engine because one of the main goals here is for us to actually, with everything we're doing, spread this positivity, which is why the banners are so positive, which is why, you know, a lot of these statements that we sent out is always talking about, you know, how to lead better lives from a positive perspective. However, what we need to make sure is that we are training and teaching our network what it is that you're doing. Okay, so with the Positive People Army, when I started something like this, you know, it wasn't just overnight that people were like, oh my gosh, you're this positive person. I mean, anyone that knew me personally didn't know that, but it took weeks, months of consistently posting, consistently talking about the life, the authentic, positive life that I wanted to lead. So the same needs to happen for all of you. The banners that we have in the Ambassador Program are like this incredible present that makes it easy for all of you to share things. They are banners that can be shared into your network. But at the end of the day, if you are not going to use the banners for what they are, which is to engage your audience, to understand what it is that you're doing, they're not even going to click on it. Because what happens is when someone picks up their phone and they go to Facebook, what do? Scroll, 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 right? So without you making them stop, they're going to keep going, because they don't understand what it is that you're trying to accomplish here. So you need to start engaging your network and teach them what it is that you guys are doing right now. So it's that what? You have made a commitment to lead a positive life. Does your network know that? What are you sharing besides just the stuff that's selling stuff? What else are you sharing? Are you sharing quotes? Are you asking questions? Of course, you guys are in the PPA, you see on a regular basis, every single thing that I pretty much share engages an audience. If it's a question about like, how are you bringing gratitude into your life? What is your number one go-to thing for gratitude? Go, everyone. And all of a sudden there's engagement that happens, because guess what? People love to have an opinion. They love to talk about themselves. They love to tell you their wisdom that they have. My favorite quote is, my go-to gratitude practice is, I used to say I was tired, excuses were a big thing in my life, but now I have implemented this and it changed my life. People all of a sudden start to engage in you. So when someone is scrolling and you ask some sort of question and engaging some way of a positive conversation, they're like, whoa, I'm stopping here. And I am totally telling you my opinion. I am totally telling you my favorite go-to uplifting, motivating song is, I'm going to share that because it's something that represents me. People love to talk about themselves. People love to share all of this stuff. So you need to start teaching your network how to do that with you. You need to start getting them engaged in whatever you're doing. So there's lots of ways you can do this. There is ways that you share your favorite quote and then ask a question. Oh my God, guys, like I have this favorite quote where it's nothing in life was ever achieved without enthusiasm. I am like one of the most enthusiastic people you are ever going to meet in your life. So I'm like, guys, I got to tell you, this is my favorite quote. And it's like, I've always been told that I am like such an enthusiastic person. When I was a kid in school, like my teachers would be like, oh my God, Heidi, shut up talking. Enough with that. Guess what? People are going to be like, oh my God, that was me. I was the class clown. I always blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, what is happening? People are engaging with you. You shared a positive quote, and your network is like, what's up with Christine sharing all these amazing questions? You can share polls. Guys, you have the ability on your own profile to set up a poll. Hey guys, what is your favorite positive practice? Is it that you journal? Number one. Is it that you meditate? Is it that whatever? And then all of a sudden, guess what? People on Facebook freaking love to take polls. They love doing polls. They love to tell you what they do. And then all of those people now that have just engaged, you now have people that want to talk about positivity. Now you have a network that you can reach out to privately. Hey, I can't thank you enough for taking that poll. Like, really, you meditate a lot? What are your practices of meditation? I have a hard time with meditation. Guess what? If that person meditates, they are going to be all over telling you how they meditate. And now you can be like, hey, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a part of this ambassador program. We have these amazing HIP workshops. They're like 12 weeks. It's not only like talking about things like meditation, it's talking about gratitude, it's talking about this, it's talking about that. I'd love to send you some information. And not only that, I have a 10% off code for you. Want to chat about it? See, all of a sudden you're engaging people. So guys, the banners are there for you to share here and there, but it's about you training your network to engage and understand that you're positive. Not only that, everything we're doing right now is through the Positive People Army. Does your network even know you're a part of the Positive People Army? There are literally hundreds and thousands of things that are shared on a daily basis into the PPA. Not just my stuff. Angie shares videos. Oh my God, it's like Christine does. Christine Tremaine shares stuff all the time, like amazing quotes, powerful insight. Share it. Every time you share something out of the group onto your network, it shows up. Christine is sharing from the Positive People Army. You have to start training your own network. You are a part of something that is bigger than you. You are a part of something that has changed your life. And how? What is the impact? Like, if you're sharing Christine Tremaine's insightful quote, and you're like, I got to tell you something, guys. I was, I belong to this group called the Positive People Army, and I tripped on, one of the members, this quote, and it literally shook me to my core today. It made me step back. It made me really think about what I'm doing here, there, or whatever it is, how it's impacted you. Be authentic. Be yourself. This is what happened to me when I read this quote. Is there anyone else that's feeling the same way after reading this quote? Right? Or then you can say, share your favorite quote with me. I'm like all over quotes today. They're impacting me. They're making such a difference, right? You need to start sharing. You're a part of something that is bigger than all of us. And we are on this mission together. So you have to start training your network to do this. So it's not just about selling. It's about showing them who you are now. You are someone that is embracing positivity, and you are fully into this. Who else is with me? And your network's going to start to come out. Yeah. Michelle and I talked about this. There are going to be a number of people where they are going to start pushing back on you. They'll start pushing back like, oh my God, you're too positive. I always love that. Like, people are saying it like it's a negative thing. And so get prepared for that. It's going to come. Are you kidding me? I was inundated with stuff like that. When I started the PPA, people are like, what the fuck, Heidi? Like, enough already. Like, sorry, I just swore. No, but seriously. Sorry, I'm being authentic, people. I'm being authentic, right? But listen, it was just like, they're like enough already. Like, oh my God, like everything is just so positive. And I'd be like, yeah, wow, it's so awful that my life is filled with happiness, joy, gratitude. Like, wow, I'm the worst. You know what I mean? So listen, some people are going to fall away, and that's okay. Let them take a step back, because what you're doing is you're pointing out to them where they're not showing up in their own life, and that makes people uncomfortable, and that's okay. Let them go. They will either come back because they'll watch you from afar and they'll see what's happening, or they might just disappear. But it opens the doors for so many other people that are going to come in. Okay, so I want you to all be prepared for that. Our Facebook group, the Ambassador Facebook group, is for things like this when they happen. You guys are getting some pushback. If people are saying things and you're just like, guys, I need some support today. Like, I got like a number of no's on things. I had, you know, a best friend I've had for 25 years send me this note about like, what's up with this positivity? Like, I've had enough of you, and like, I'm uncomfortable. We're all there for each other. The PPA itself is there for that support. But since we are a part of a team here now, an ambassador team, our group is also for that too. So share what you're going through so all of us can help you, and others can share their tips and advice on how to do this. So with that being said, I'm going to let the lovely Angie take the floor now and give us some insight and her perspective and her experience from a network marketing background. Angie, my lovely, take the floor.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you all. If I haven't already connected with any of you, reach out to me and let's connect on Facebook. Because I think as we're part of a team that we should all be connected so that we can all be there to support each other. So I've been in network marketing now for at least over 2 years, and I don't know if any of you have been involved in network marketing. Put your hand up before.
Oh, I haven't. No, this is my first time.
Okay, right. Okay, so that's not a lot, right? So what happens is, generally, if you've been in network marketing before, you've been through the good, the bad, and the ugly, because people promise you can make thousands of dollars within a couple of weeks. Overnight, you're going to change your whole world. Now, what it comes down to network marketing is about being your authentic self. People don't want to be seeing, you know, things. Facebook, let's start with this. Facebook does not like you posting things that lead for things to go outside of Facebook. You will then be put down further in a queue within the algorithm. So if you've got any links, put them within your comment section, because then you're getting a call to action. If you've got a call to action on your banner and you've got a quote, and then you've gone and stipulated why this quote has actually resonated with yourself. So with me, I'm all about mindset, mindfulness. I'm a mindfulness practitioner as well. So you'll always see me ranting about mindfulness, positivity, network marketers that spam people. I can't stand it. It drives me insane, because that is going to be your first. If you start spamming people, you will quickly, no one will want to know you. That's it. You will be either reported as spam, you will lose your Facebook account, and your company's links could get also blocked. This is now happening within Facebook at this present time. So you have to be very clued up on Facebook. I'm happy to do a training on all of that at some point as well. But what this is about, right? I've had my sister come to me and say, oh my God, you're part of a cult. What the hell has happened to you? Seriously? Positivity, Angie, what the hell? And I'm like, really? Right, because I'm the person who's going to be in a cult. Do you know what I mean? You know? So I'm like, come on, really? And she has seen the change. I am helping people because Facebook, what people come onto Facebook for is for fun, to get involved in something that is positive. They want to learn. You have to give value. If you are not giving value to the people that are on your Facebook, you're not going to build up your Facebook profile. Your Facebook profile, you need to look at it as your shop window. Okay, so if you went onto my Facebook profile now, and if you clicked on my actual picture, it will come up with my story about myself, because I'm trying to share a little bit with people so that they know I'm being my authentic self. They can then look to see all of my pictures and what I'm talking about when I do my lives. They will all see it is all connected. I'm always talking about the PPA. I'm always talking about the PPA on my Instagram, on my LinkedIn. I'm always, everything that I do, I have themes for them. So it will always be positivity, mindfulness, gratitude, being thankful, you know, and that for me, I do every single day. You have to show up every single day in your profile, so people start putting the 2 and 2 together. Because if you decide, well, I'm going to take a vacation and I'm not going to bother, your algorithm will just disappear. People will think, well, she can't be bothered this week, so why should I be bothered to connect? You have to build the know, like, and trust factor with your audience. You know, you have to really, if people do not trust you, they're not going to buy from you. People do not come on Facebook to buy. They come to learn about you. They come to connect, you know, so you have to start showing people who you are. You have to start doing lives on your Facebook. And I know loads of people are really scared to do lives, but once you get over a couple, it is an amazing tool, because you start thinking, oh my God, I can actually do this. You know, and then you're helping people because they're connecting with you. I have at least 20, 30 people reaching out to me a week saying, Angie, I might not comment on your lives, but thank you very much, because this has helped me deal with X, Y, and Z. Because I'm giving them value. I'm giving them tips on how to do certain things. And this is how you need to engage the people. The selling will come. If you have an audience and you are engaging and you are getting the know, trust, and like factor, selling then just naturally happens. But if you go straight in with, oh my God, I belong to this best thing and it's so amazing and you need to buy it, and oh my God, it only, you know, this blah, blah, blah. They switch off because straight away they know you're going to sell to them and they shut down. So you have to learn the basics to move forward, to build up your network, to make yourself a person of value, to show them that you are positive and what the PPA means to you. Because now we've all just joined the Ambassador group. Now, if all of a sudden you go and then post on your profile, oh my God, you've got to be part of this, you know, come to the Cuba retreat and come and do this, and you've never posted about the PPA before, no one's going to engage with you because they're thinking, well, who the hell's the PPA? What, she's only after my money. So you need to build up about what you're doing, why why you've been in the PPA, or if you've been in the PPA for months and you've never actually spoken about it on your profile, you need to start doing that now. I'm always referring to Heidi. I'm always saying, you know, about Heidi and how she's influenced me and all these types of things. And the reason why I now have 7 ambassadors join me is because they all have the know, like, and trust factor with me. None of them knew anything about what it involved being an ambassador, but because I said to them, guys, that you know, I've got them all in the PPA, and I'm like, you guys need to come and join this. And without a shadow of a doubt, they all signed up. Yeah. Without even asking to see what it was about. Karen is on here now, and you know, this is what you need to build up. And this is with any business, you know, you have to build up your audience and you have to make connections. You have to give a bit of your soul to people so that they can start trusting you.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. All of this is gold that you were saying, but I think there was a key word that you just said there. You need to build up your business. And as an ambassador, all of you are individual business people now.
Yep.
This is your own business. You do this. So it's exactly, that is a key word. You need to start looking at this, that this is my business. So
Yep.
who is going to purchase something for you if they've never heard of your business before? If they have no idea what your interests are, what your likes are, why you're even involved in this. So it's about now showing up consistently every day, several times a day, talking about the PPA, talking about your choice in life to be a more positive person, about who you are. And I love that you're like, what did you call it? The trust, know, like?
Yeah, trust, know, and like factor. Now, I would suggest to you, and I will do it to any of you, if you say to go look on my profile and tell me what you think of me as a person.
Love you.
How funny though, you know, is that she comes from where I live, around the corner. How funny.
I know, how crazy is that?
It's just mad. But look at your profile and be dead honest with yourself. Look at your profile and say, if I was someone, would I be interested in what I've got to say? The way your profile looks now. When you have a profile pitch, make sure it is of yourself, not of you and your husband or you and your kids, because people then...
A lot of people with their pets?
Yeah, people get confused.
They don't know who you are. You're a dog?
Exactly. They need to see you, not a Snapchat filter, not a whatever, a picture of you. Your banner at the top, like if you look at mine, it's got a mind, it's got me and my husband when we got married, and it's got a vacation picture, and that is all tells you what I'm about. It's about mindset. It's about my family, and that you can do anything you like with. And also another tip, do not go and post on your Facebook that all about your business name. It's the worst thing you could ever do for your business, because people are nosy naturally. And if you go and put your business name on your profile, first thing they'll do, they will go and Google it. And then they will think, well, why should I go to her when I could go to the top dog? You know what I mean? You need to be always one step ahead of the market in a way. And people will always Google, and half the time they will come up with some horrible remark that someone's had about a company, and it might not be true, but those remarks are always at the top. Even though the PPA is about positivity and it's about mental health, you could always get someone who's been offended, and that would always, you know what I mean? You always get the bad that comes first before the good for some reason within Google. So
be very careful. I love what you're saying, Angie, because be very careful also what you're putting on your profile.
Yeah.
If you're showing up one day saying, I am this positive person and I believe in positivity and embracing that, and this is who I am, then the next day you've had a really awful day, and you get on your profile and you start complaining about people at the Costco, or complaining about whatever it is, I'm confused. Are you someone that is a negative person, or are you a positive person? So you really need to show up as that authentic person and not confuse people with that.
yeah,
Okay?
I mean, exactly. I mean, everyone has a bad day.
Yes, everyone has a bad day. If you have a bad day, complain about it and say, oh my God, I had a bad day. But then authentically show up with how I dealt with it. You know what?
Exactly. You need to be able to.
And I felt this way, but I'm a part of this group of people, Army, and I've learned so much about how to have perspective in my life. And I shifted my entire day by having perspective, stepping back, and I did this, and I wrote in my journal or whatever it is. So listen, you can have a bad day, but then show them how the positivity of what it is that you're learning is changing your life. People see that. If it's shifting your life, people are like, well, maybe I want to be a part of that because I can relate to that day. I had that day last week. Oh my God. And yet it ruined me for 3 days, and I didn't step back and have perspective. I'm going to go check out this group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, as well as it comes down to, it's your business, and how you run your business is how you are yourself. So I own my own company as well, and I will tell the people within my affiliates within my company, I am the wagon. I provide you the tools, and what you do with those is down to you, because it's your business. I'm not going to be chasing you at the end of the month to make sure that you've done X, Y, and Z. It is your business. And this is where people need to realize within network marketing, you are not an employee anymore. You need to get rid of the employee mindset, and you need to be network marketing mindset, because no one's going to chase you at the end of the day if you haven't reached your targets. That's your problem. You know what I mean? It's your business. If you want to step up, it's down to you to do that.
Exactly. And I think that's important as well, Angie, is to definitely go into that mindset. You are no longer an employee. You work for yourself. You have your own business. And within your own business, we have to be setting goals. It's not to me, it's not up to me, and it's not up to Michelle to set your goals. It's up to you. We will always offer things like challenges. We will put stuff out there. Or if you want to set a goal in your business, we're going to reward it.
Yeah.
Go and get it, and this is all yours. You know what I mean? So you have to set weekly goals. You have to set monthly goals. You could set yearly goals if you like to go that far into the future. It's up to you. You know, so definitely be setting that. And again, I think what's great is having the Ambassador Facebook group. Share it in there. Hey guys, I've made a goal for myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to sell 3 pips this month. This is my target. I'm going to do it. I'm going to reach it. Who's in there with me? What are your goals? I want to know your goals. We're all in there to support each other, but at the end of the day, it is your business to do it. And also, Angie, I love that you've talked about Facebook a lot, but it's not the only place
exactly
for talking about this stuff.
No.
Where else do you have social media?
So, oh
Twitter?
my God.
Do you have it on LinkedIn? Do you have
I have
it
everything.
on Instagram?
Yeah.
Now you're all like, well, wait, Heidi, I can't share those banners into Instagram, and I can't share those banners into LinkedIn, but you can share your positive lifestyle in there. If you want,
I can.
Whenever you have coupon codes you can share, you have affiliate things you can share, but it's about consistently showing and training your network as to what it is you are doing now. They need to, anytime they think of Angie, they're like, oh my God, Angie, oh my God, she's involved in this thing called the Positive People Army. And I read this quote that she posted in LinkedIn. I can't even tell you what it did. Your network starts to think of you in that way. The Positive People Army, in just over a year, look at how many followers, look at how many people came, right? Do you know how that happened? Because I consistently showed up day after day, posted, shared, supported, got back to people, chatted with them, took time out, whatever it was, I was there. Even when I go on vacation, I love that you brought that up. Listen, I'm having a bad week. I just went through the most ridiculous, what did I have to do? I had to finish something. What's that called? Deadline. I went through a ridiculous, I can't even talk anymore. I went through a ridiculous deadline, and there was weeks where to finish that deadline, I didn't have the bandwidth to do a live video, but I still showed up for the PPA. I reshared older content. There are new people. There are hundreds of new people every single week that haven't seen a video that I posted 6 months ago. So I reshared it. And then what I did is I would get back to the comments that people put. So it's like, you have to still show up. No excuses. This is your business. And every time you get up in the morning, you have to, what am I doing? I'm going to post in the morning. I'm going to post in the afternoon. I'm going to reach out to my network. I'm going to do a poll. I'm thinking I'm going to do a live video. It needs to be consistent. People don't understand what you're doing unless you show up, right? Yeah, sorry, Angie, I keep interrupting.
No, it's fine. So I also use Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest as well. So obviously we don't have the Instagram or the LinkedIn yet. But what I'm doing is I actually cut the banners out. So I make them into a picture, and then I use my bit.ly to create the thing. And then I create that as a picture on my Instagram, on my LinkedIn, but for every platform, I have a different type of theme because they're different types of people that I connect with on all of them.
Yep.
And Instagram especially, it's very visual. So on Instagram, you need to have something really engaging, very, like you've got the 2 horses. Now that got me a lot of interaction. You know, people like, oh, that's so awesome. You know what I mean? You know, that's about fun on Instagram. Pinterest, that is about getting your following up. Really, that is quite a bit of a niche, that one. So you need to have your tag words quite correct and actually be following people that are have the same type of mindset as you. LinkedIn, I kind of use like the business side of it. So, and I'll be saying about a positive mindset, and I will be creating all these different my own quotes. I tend not to use other people's quotes because it might relate to me, but it makes people think, well, she's just a lazy network marketer in that way. I mean, yeah, you can take bits and you can adjust it and, you know, do whatever you want to it. But if you just go and do Albert Einstein quote, people are like, oh, I've seen that before. It doesn't tell me anymore. Well, but it's true, Heidi. It's true. You know, because it's been shown over and over and over again. And people are like, well, what value am I getting from that? I saw that 5 years ago. So you need to be putting a bit of yourself in.
Exactly. And what I would say is, because at the end of the day, some people are very busy and some people are like, okay, I don't have time to create all of my own postcards and quotes, or maybe you don't know how. First of all, I'm going to say, figure out how. Google it. There is every answer under the sun. There are more apps that make it so easy for you to do. And I use an Adobe.
Canva.
Canva is
Love Canva.
So damn.
What is it?
Canva.
You can create your own postcards so easily. But what I'm going to say is, if you reshare posts, then in your comment section, this is where your personality has to come out. You need to, if you're going to post this, why are you posting it?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you? Like, when was the first time you saw this? If it's a quote that's been circulating for 5 years, then say you saw it 5 years ago. I saw this quote 5 years ago, and I can't tell you the impact it had on me then. This is what it did 5 years ago, and I just stumbled upon it again today. And I've like, you know, I feel like I'm at such a different level, and yet again, it showed this to me. What does it speak, like, what is it saying to you? Engage your audience. You know, if you go on Angie's profile and you see, and even in the PPA, anything that she is posting is always to engage a conversation. I go to your profile, anything that you've shared banner wise, and it's comment, 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 because your network is so used to engaging with you, because you get back to them. Conversations are happening. They trust what it is that you're saying. And that is the key here. You need to start training your network to engage with you. So it's not about posting one thing once a day or once a week, and then it's like, well, I'm not getting any clicks. No one's engaging. Why would they? Guess what? That is so far down this scroll, I don't see it anymore. It needs to be consistent. Did you know on Twitter, to actually get a true Twitter following and to actually make an impact, you have to do 50 posts a week.
Between a very specific set of hours.
That's a minimum. That's a minimum on Twitter to actually get an audience. On Facebook, it's the same thing. You know how fast things move in the newsfeed.
And also, I want
to give a great tip about stuff you're posting as well. If you posted a live or you posted a quote and you have several people that have commented on it, do not get back to every single person right away. You get back to the first person. Guess what happens when you get back to the first person? Whatever you put in your newsfeed goes back up to the top of the newsfeed. And then let it sit there for a while. And then a little while later, go back and comment on the second person and the third person. What happens? Whoop, that goes right back up to the top of the newsfeed again. And you continue this practice. So throughout one day, that video, that post is up in the top of the newsfeed 20 different times if you've commented. And every time now you've brought it up to the top of the newsfeed again, someone else is going to comment again. So you can continue this even on the second day. And then you're commenting, whoop, brings it right back up again.
And also, to get even more algorithm going, you need to be also having an engagement with these people in Messenger. If you do not have an engagement in Messenger, your profile will not be showing up in their timeline, because all Facebook is thinking is that, oh, you're just talking on random quotes, but you're not actually friends and talking in Messenger. So you need to do both. If you watch any of my lives, I will also always say, if you're watching this on replay, please put replay. If you're watching this new, please let me know, and I will reach out to you. I will always reach out to somebody new and who's put replay, and I will send them a voice note, because it all comes down to time management. I have a full-time job. I also have my own business, and I'm doing about 15-hour days because it's just so busy. So I have to be really hot on my time management. And if you don't have the time management, you're going to be making excuses. So voice notes are the best thing ever. They're quick. You get a lot more.
I get voice notes from Angie all the time.
They're so easy. And the thing is, it also makes people connect with you better, because they hear your voice, they hear your passion, they hear something that you won't be putting over in a message. So if you can relate your personality in a voice note, do it. If it is your friend's birthday, send them a happy birthday, singing down the phone to them in Messenger. It builds up your algorithm, not just saying, oh, hi, happy birthday on their Facebook profile. Just, you need to also go into Messenger and then do a bit of work in there, because the two are so connected with the algorithms now. You have to be shit hot, on everything that you're doing. It is like having, I don't know, everything you do revolves around this. Everything.
100%. Wow. No, I think this was a lot of information we've given everyone today for our first meeting. Just to let you know, also, we're going to be having weekly meetings like this. So you can attend them to constantly get new advice, to hear news that's happening, any new challenges that we're going to have. If anyone has any sort of, I don't want to say problems, because I don't like to say problems, but if they have like certain situations that they feel need to be discussed, or you'd like to, don't bring them up within this meeting. Please message us. Let us know, is there any chance, you guys can chat about this? This is where I'm struggling, or this is whatever, so that we know to put it on an agenda, that this is things we're going to be talking about. Okay. Yeah. So definitely do that. But guys, it's about, you got to start training your audience. You got to teach them. You got to teach them what it is that you're doing. You have to teach them your lifestyle, and they have to understand, they have to, exactly what Angie said, trust, know, like. This is what we need. Definitely. People have to start trusting you. They're not going to purchase from you if they don't trust you and they don't have a relationship with you. Okay? That is a definite. Michelle, do you have some notes to add?
Yeah, just before we jump off, I don't want to keep everybody too long, and I'm excited to talk a lot next week. But just a couple of small little principles, because this is brand new for, all of you, this particular program, and for many of you, network marketing is brand new. And so just a couple of, I think, philosophies that are really important, that will really help serve, is that everybody starts off, before they've encountered something, with a skepticism level that is sky high, right? Especially in this industry. People are super resistant to positivity. People are super judgmental on positivity. Most people are working on being able to maintain an even level of happiness or positivity in their own lives. We have real challenges. So people's level of skepticism is going to be very, very high when you begin to post things that are more positive, which is the resistance that you talked about.
Yep.
The only way to reduce skepticism is through education, right? We make conscious decisions when we are sure of something. Before we're sure of something, we'll pause, right? We'd rather be late than wrong. So what's going to happen in the beginning is people are going to kind of be up in the rafters, and they're going to watch. They're going to see that you're starting to post and that you're sharing some information from this place called the Positive People Army. They're going to watch to see if you're posting things that are buy my shit posts, and if you're pushing sales, or if you're instead taking the approach of, because you believe in it, pushing the mission, right? Pushing the cause, and not even pushing, right? Have you guys ever heard of the, have you ever heard the story or the example of a string, right? If people are like a string, this is going to be a ridiculous thing. Just play with me for a second, okay? If people are like a string, and if you're looking to be able to lead them to something or introduce them to something that they have never been introduced to before, if you lay a string down on the ground and you want to have the string get over there, if you push the string, what happens to the string?
Crumples up.
Crumples up, right? Doesn't advance. It instead gets all bunged up and confused and resistant. What happens if you go to the other side and you take the end of the string and you slowly advance and you pull the string? String moves, right? This is it's a great example because from a human behavior perspective, all of us hate being sold to, but we love to buy. We love to find things that make us feel smart about something. We love to find things that make us feel right about something. And that's accurate for products. It's also accurate for information. It's accurate for experiences. Right? If you think about when you share something authentically, like not for this ambassador program's purpose, but when you encounter a post online, what determines your behavior and why you share things or why you don't? Because the biggest guide that we're all going to have is what is our original behavior in the first place. So what causes us to share something, generally speaking? Because there's tons of stuff, right? But there's certain things that it's almost like compulsive. We can't not share it, right? So the study, there's a book called Contagious that if any of you are interested in learning more about social shareability, it's a phenomenal read. It's fascinating. Contagious. I think that the author is Jonathan. I'll find it and then we'll send it to you. But we share things socially when we have a really strong emotional response. Right? It's one of the predominant driving factors. It either caused a really deep emotional response in ourselves and we share it because we want to gift that same response to other people, or we see something and we feel so in line, you know, from a values rooted perspective with what that post is that we want to advocate for it, and it gives us social currency to have been the person who found it. Right? So these are some of the driving factors behind why we share things. So if we follow simply that behavior, and we take a look at the ambassador program, not from a push the string perspective, but from a, do we really believe that positivity and being people who choose to institute certain practices in our lives, gain certain wisdom, make certain choices, be kinder to people, to make decisions to human differently, do we believe that that makes a difference? And do we believe that that's important? If the answer to that is yes, then we have the opportunity to be able to simply cast a really large net and authentically post things that we really truly believe in, to truly create things that we feel like are important for us to spread, and then be able to slap on an affiliate link underneath without telling people to buy anything. Right? So there's two kind of philosophies. One is to run at sales, and the other is to simply let the numbers do the talking and play the numbers game. On the next call next week, I'm going to give you guys some metrics from a sales funnel perspective. You know, I've been in direct sales for over 20 years. And so most of the stuff that we've talked about in any of the programs that we've experienced previously have never had anything to do with sales. But we're going to go through some of the numbers just in order to be able to present. This is truly what the numbers look like generically for any sales funnel so that you guys have them. Because the experience that some people will encounter is they'll post a few times and they won't see an immediate result, and then they'll start to doubt themselves, or they'll start to feel as though they're being annoying, or that it's not going to work, or whatever. And I want to put out there that none of that is accurate. Right? Make the decision that you're not going to be annoying.
Give yourself permission.
But give yourself permission to post like crazy. I get asked all the time when I teach sales classes, you know, how much is too much? And my answer is, if you're annoying, once is too much. Like, if your one post is like, hey, buy my stuff. Oh my God. Hey, I just met you. Let me send you a message. I think this is something that you're going to really, really love. Positivity seems to be your thing. Why don't you just join the Positive People Army? And then you should get positivity in practice. And oh my God, we're going to be best friends. Here, use my code.
You know what they're going to do? Block you.
Right. But unfortunately, you know, to Angie's point, and to, you know, this is the way that a lot of traditional network marketing has been taught. Right? It's like everybody stumbled across the internet, realized that there was billions of people that could potentially be connected, and they all lose their fucking mind and their integrity, and they just want to go out in order to capitalize and funnel people. So make me money, 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 make me money. That's not what we're interested in doing.
Please do not do that.
Not at all.
I will actually remind you all, a lot of people don't know this, but it's actually illegal to actually promote your business on Facebook, like your company name, your company logo, your, you know, all your links. You can get shut down.
Yeah,
They can-
especially if you share that.
Yeah. And this is what happens all the time.
You will literally get put in Facebook
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah. Well, they're now starting to block accounts because of it.
Wow.
So, and this is why I just say to guys, be you. It's about building friendships.
Yes.
Think about, who do you want to be in your car if you're going on a long journey? Do you want annoying Susan down the road who you can't stand? Or do you want Mary who's actually on the same wavelength as you?
Totally.
You know what I mean? You got to think of it as building friendships.
Yeah, great advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so just for leaving everybody today, you know, because they're still going forward, this is very new, right? And so between now and next week, when we can give you some further instruction and some metrics, and we can look at some numbers, the one thing I'll promise you about the numbers is that they're way bigger than you imagine. Which means that the more posting that you will do, and it's a choice to truly make it be, is this a part of it? Christine, it's almost like yesterday I ate an orange. Like, why aren't I healthier?
Exactly.
Right? Like yesterday I ate an orange, and last week I had a green vegetable.
Yeah. Why haven't I lost 20 pounds?
That's right. Right? For anybody who doesn't know, Christine is like an incredibly gifted coach, fitness, you know.
She totally got me
nutrition.
into shape. Totally whipped my butt.
Yeah, amazing. So, but it's the exact philosophy, right? Like, entering into this space, there's two ways to do it. One is to do it transactionally because it's popular and it sounds like it's something that might make you look good, or it might be fun for a little while. There are too many coaches in this space that come into this space and they profess and they advocate for something, but they don't live like that. And if you catch them unaware, they don't have those behaviors, right?
Yeah.
Authenticity is one of the rarest commodities that when people stumble across it, it's almost shockingly undeniable. And it's almost like looking at, you know, the pyramid, when you really do find people who are simply telling the truth.
Yeah.
And so the best way to succeed in this arena, because we're talking about the audience is human. Humans are smart. We know when we are being pulled one over on. We know when we are being sold to. We know that we have other people's agendas entering into the conversation. So the best advice I can ever give you is simply keep it real, keep it honest, tell the truth, be consistent. Make sure that it's congruent with the way that you do choose to live your life. This isn't about learning how to put on a mask in order to convince people. It really is about having the introspection that if this is something that you feel strongly about advocating for, it does mean that you also subscribe to the practices. It means that you do look in the mirror in the morning and you make decisions to choose to be better that day, that you work on who you are, that you work on helping other people, you work on making a contribution that's positive. And so to take that type of an approach inside of this program, we're going to explode, because it's not going to be about a ton of sales posts. It's because we're truly simply following the mission that we believe in living a life that's different And then there's this ambassador program that when enough people click on the links, because I post a lot, it's going to start to pay me. That's the benefit, right? That's the side benefit. And that's when you can play the numbers game. So it's not about pushing the string. It's not about forcing it. It's about being able to be authentic, be real, and to inject that in part of your daily life, because it's a practice that you employ just like eating healthy. It's not a high jump to get over. It is something that you're instituting as a new way for you to do life. And this just happens to be a part of it.
Exactly. I love what Christine just typed in here in the chat. You are a product of the product, whatever it is. Exactly. And our product here is positivity. The end of the day, that's all this is. Every single workshop, the retreat, every single seminar, every single thing that is going to happen, the product is positivity. It is for people to learn how to live a better life themselves. Everything. So listen, if you're talking about how it's changed your life, people are going to want to listen to it because everybody is struggling with something.
Yeah.
So just show up as you and be real. So this week, have some fun with that. Have some fun getting your audience to start engaging with you. Even if it only happens once or twice, that's twice that didn't happen the week before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So guys, these are baby steps we got to take. They've got to understand, you've got to teach them how to do this.
Yeah. And one last, thing that I would like to ask is that I think that there's a lot of people that are going to be hesitant, right? Because it's a brand new program. And so people are normally scared to put themselves out there. It's one of the reasons, again, why so many coaches don't succeed, because they don't do the business activity in order to do it. They don't believe in themselves strongly enough in order or whatever, right? We can go down that pathway. I'm preaching to the choir. You guys are all very aware. So right now, the biggest thing that can help is if, as a group, we start to see some consistent posts set the example.
Yeah.
So that it starts to show others that it's not as scary as you think, that you're not going to explode. The house isn't going to fall down, and your friends aren't all going to fire you.
Yes.
But truly, it's a decision about, do I feel strongly enough that I need to take a stand for some of these things? And if the answer is yes, the answer is yes. If the answer is no, this isn't the right program. And that's totally okay, right? So we don't want to ask any of you to do anything that you are not already magnetically pulled to do. We created this not to push. We created this so that if this is something that you feel aligned with and you would like to spread stuff, we don't want you to spread it without the opportunity for there to be a return.
For you.
And that's what this was created for. And so if that resonates and that feels right, then we are looking for people to help us show others that it is totally possible to simply post and be somebody who makes these posts happen without trying to squeeze them and ask the question of, I posted 5 times, why haven't I sold 10 pips yet? Right?
Yeah. Why don't I have any clicks? It's like, because you didn't engage in any way and they scrolled right past it.
And it's gonna.
Why are they stopping?
And
when there was a funny video about a dog that was playing the piano, right?
Yeah.
Like this is your competition, guys. Dogs playing pianos and little kids saying cute things.
Totally.
So remember that. If they're gonna stop at your post, remember, is my audience gonna stop at the little kid being cute or engage with me? It's your competition.
Totally.
Yeah.
And if we come in with the numbers that are so small that it's like sand falling through your fingers, or we make the decision that, oh no, you know what I mean? Like I am so in that there is going to be an onslaught of postage happening.
Yeah.
And you have to be motivated for like 30 days down the road, right? Because people have to see it consistently before they're going to believe it, before they're going to get curious, before they're going to sincerely start to want to investigate. And only after doing that are they going to come down from those rafters and maybe get onto the floor to check out and see if they want to play ball too.
And the thing is everything Michelle is saying is very true. There are people, there are hundreds of people a week that join the PPA. Hundreds of people, when they join the PPA, don't start posting, don't start commenting. Like I'm always so amazed with people that will comment or message me and say, Heidi, I've been a part of the PPA for 6 months and I haven't posted once. But you know, I need you to know that the stuff happening in the PPA is really changing my life. So it took that person 6 months before they bought into what the PPA is, where they're like, I believe in this because I've seen a shift in my own life.
Right.
Okay. So remember that it happens all the time. Some people got to sit back and watch for a while.
Yeah.
They have to see that this is real and authentic and it's for me.
Yeah. And let me ask you guys a question. Truly. Have you joined any other positive groups on Facebook that weren't really always positive?
Yeah, totally. There's lots of groups out there that they say they're positive and they're not.
Right. And so to be able to come in and spend the time to be able to find out that, yes, this actually is a positive group, they're going to go through that same skepticism education, and it's going to be a runway before they feel that way. People will not promote something if they don't 100% have vetted it completely to beat the crap out of it and know that there's no way that this is coming back on me. And that's going to be a normal and natural part of the process. And, you know, nothing can force that. It's just got to have the time and the legs and the patience and the consistency so that 30 days, 60 days, 90 days from now, all of a sudden the messaging is being demonstrated that it's true.
Yes.
So it's an active demonstration. It's not, I'm going to post 3 days in a row and then, oh my God, I'm not going to do anything again. So
it didn't work.
Right? Too many times we do one-hit wonders. It's one-hit wonder. It's crazy. It's fantastic. Oh my God. And then, oh my gosh. So that's just in order to prevent frustration, right? If it's something that you just engage in on a consistent basis, that's where you're going to start to see things eventually convert.
And guys, the PPA Facebook group, the ambassador group for us that we have, that it's a great place for you to come and get support.
Yes.
You know, if you're like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so frustrated. Like I've been posting for the last week, you know, this is what I've been doing, or that is what I've been doing, you know, and I don't seem to be getting any engagement. Does anyone have any tips in here? Is there any way? What has worked for you? I'd love to hear from anyone else. Guys, we're all in this together. So let's start using that space for that, for, you know what, if you are struggling, or if you've had massive success, we want to hear about the successes too. Oh my God, guys, I posted this one post about this, and I actually like was super vulnerable in this moment, and I shared like how this affected me in my life, and it blew up. I had like 100 people like it. I had so many conversations with people, and now I'm having conversations on the side. So let us know what it is that you're doing. But yeah, we're definitely all there. So I think we're good.
Plan that you did?
Yes.
Send it to them?
Okay, I can. So I have, well, it's only for the PIP. So what I'll do is I'll shift it a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have put together a bit of an aggressive marketing plan that gives some tips on how different things that you guys can start doing on a daily basis. It has you posting 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening, because it takes that much work, guys. And so there are lots of different things that you're going to be doing. I can definitely, I've streamlined it just for the PPA leaders, but I can like take it back and kind of look at it again on a general aspect. But if you're looking for some guidance of, okay, what should I be doing and how can this happen? I'm going to put that together for you guys, and I'm going to send it out. I'll email it out through the MailChimp thing, so you guys will all get an email with that particular document attached. We will also send this link out for this video. We're going to share it as well, and we're going to put it in the group. Okay, so what we will do then is we will post in the group when our meeting is next week, for all of us to show up again. Thank you so much to everyone. We're not going to take up any more time.
Totally,
yes.
Especially for last minute notice. We know we gave you no notice, and so we were perfectly like ready to come on here with just us and Angie and record it.
Thank you for showing up, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Any questions you have, don't hesitate. We're grateful to have you guys with us.
Yes. And thank you for all the comments, Christine. Your comments are so lovely. Thank you so much for showing up. Okay,
Thanks a lot, guys.
have a great day. Angie,
Bye.
Bye, Angie.
for all your advice. We love you. You're a superstar. You're ending your day. We're beginning it.
Just a quick one. I will be doing training with all my guys. So if anybody wants to ever join it, let me know. You're more than happy to jump on as well.
Wow, that is very generous of you, Angie. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Angie.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Take care, guys.
Bye.